What up, everybody? This your boy B-Rob here to keep it random with you and hitting you up at the beginning of the show before we start proper like. My guest that's joining me on this edition of the show has been a guest more than anyone has ever been since the show's existence. And I find that it is an honor and a privilege to have him just, grace me with his presence, because I believe in him and his talents. And he is immensely talented and whatever. And I feel like that he does not get the recognition that he so deserves. But he has a single out that is preceding his imminent release of an album that he's dropping that I don't have too many details on, which we vaguely talk about in this interview or conversation, chat. I mean, anytime he come on here, we're just chilling and chatting and everything. But instead of putting one of his songs, the single that we'll talk about at the end of this podcast, I just want to lead the show in with it. I want to start off the vibe. I want you to hear some of this man's music, and then we'll roll right into the interview, and then we'll end the show like we normally do. But if you don't want to hear good music, I guess fast forward straight into the interview. I will forego playing my random intro music in favor of playing my guest music as the intro today. And look this dude up and enjoy this edition of the Random Rambles with Rob podcast.
In moonlight, black girls turn blue.
1, 2, 3, Bust it, what you know about that Teddy Ruxpin? When you look me in my eye, I can barely function. I can feel the butterflies, got a nigga crushing. And I ain't like them other guys that you used to fuck with. I gave her my love, I gave her my hoodies, I gave her my best, she gave me the booty. I'm her teddy bear now, she know I'm a cutie. Got a nigga cooking for her, she know I'm a foodie. So what you gon' do with this pretty nigga? You looking gaudy and your ass got a little bigger. Give me top, never stop, I'm a pop nigga. Like the way you throw the rock and you not jigger. You make me better than I ever was. You do it better than they ever done. I can recognize you by your silhouette. And my favorite color, baby, you the one. Baby, I'm dying. Don't keep me lying. Baby, you shining. Body look fine like diamonds. Oh, ultralight beaming. You the main event of the evening. Girl, you the reason. Why the blue boy still singing like, oh, girls love blue. Light from the moon and it looks like you. I'm like the moon on a thing or two. Pause then I bloom when it's me and you. Sign of the times when you're not at home. When you're not around, girl, I feel alone. Hold me in your arms, girl, I feel at home. You could do no harm, put me in that zone. Singing girls, go get your hair done, go get your nails did. Spend it all on yourself, it's the weekend. I just wanna see you smile, go get you a bag. And when you done popping tags, I run you a bag. Hugging and cheap coke, so it's easy to feel you. You in pain, I buy you Jimmy Choo, it's easy to heal you. She a different type of chick, so she get what she want. And all you niggas screaming simp got the game fucked up. The world is yours, girl, it's all you. And any color you love, girl, it's all blue. I'm in love with you, I'm in love with every single fucking thing that you do. You make me better than I ever was. You do it better than they ever done. I can recognize you by your silhouette. And my favorite color, baby, you the one. Baby, I'm dying. Don't keep me lying. Baby, you shining. Body look fine like diamonds. Oh, ultralight beaming. You the main event of the evening. Girl, you the reason. Why the blue boy still singing like, oh, girls love blue. Light from the moon and it looks like you. I'm like the moon on a thing or two. Pause then I bloom when it's me and you. Sign of the times when you're not at home. When you're not around, girl, I feel alone. Hold me in your arms, girl, I feel at home. You could do no harm, put me in that zone.
Chocolate covered roses. I'll give all my time to you. I'll go out my mind for you. Give me love in doses. Chocolate covered rose. I'll give all my time to you. out my mind for you. Chocolate covered rose. I'll give all my time to you. I'll go out my mind. I'll go out my mind for you. I'll give all my time to you.
What up, everybody? This your boy B-Rob, and I'm back with another edition of the Random Ramblings with Rob podcast. First and foremost, as I turn this television off, I'd like to thank you, the listener, for coming back each and every week, or however you listen to podcasts. If you're a first-time listener, I'd like to thank you oh so much for giving my show a try. And if anybody recommended you to me, I'd like for you to lean over and give that person a crisp high five. Since we on video, man, my man. Reach over on this side. Give me a high five. You're on the other side. That's the other side.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. High five.
Ah.
There it is.
Wow.
I know it's weird because it's like this side is this side and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but if you, I know people are still being cautious, even though motherfuckers is walking around here coughing, wheezing, hacking, and all kinds of shit in public now, even though they forgot what we just been through. You still might want to be cautious and not slap hands with somebody. But what you can do is pick up your favorite social media app of choice and send that person a well-crafted DM telling them thank you for recommending you to me. Speaking of social media, you can find the Random Rambles with Rob on various social media platforms to include Twitter at 3R Show, Instagram at The 3R Show. And I still haven't heard back from motherfucking Instagram about having at 3R Show, a motherfucking account that hadn't posted shit since 2017. They don't reply to my goddamn DMs. They don't reply to my goddamn fucking help requests. They don't reply to my goddamn reports of impersonation that have a picture of my goddamn 3R Show trademark. But they ain't did shit yet. Sorry ass, fuck ass Instagram. But you can still follow me at the 3R Show. And if you happen to be putting your eyeballs on the both of us handsome gentlemen right here, you might be on the YouTube channel by searching 3R Show. And for anything that I may have forgotten to mention, you can find it all on randomrob.com. Also, another thing that you find on randomrob.com, besides the merchandise and everything like that, you'll find the sponsor. All praise to Hooks, Rubs, and Spices. This is where I usually change my hat, but I got all kinds of other shit over there. Hooks, Rubs, and Spices. Go to hooksrub.com and you can get 15% off your order by using promo code RANDOM. Get that 15% off your order. Get these spices and herbs and blends and seasonings all over your meats, vegetables, your drinks. Fucking put it on your cereal. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's delicious somewhere. But Hooks, Rubs, and Spices. Go to hooksrub.com. Get that 15% off with promo code RANDOM. Now, for the main event. Joining me is the reigning, defending, undisputed guest of the Random Rounds with Rob podcast, the one, the only, Sir Jon Lee. Do I have buttons? Do I have sounds?
Acknowledge me. What is it? What does he do?
Yeah,
acknowledge me.
Put your ones up.
Acknowledge me.
I mean,
acknowledge.
I acknowledge you every waking moment of my life. You up there on my vision board and everything. Digital pyramids, all that stuff.
Oh man, appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
For real.
So whenever I'm blessed with the presence of Sir Jon Lee, that usually means something is cooking, something is in the works. But most importantly, most of all, this check in with your homeboy to see how you doing. I mean, so how have you been there, homeboy?
Man, I've been good. Can't complain. Just been living life, taking it one day at a time. It's been, it's been cool. Like it's been, especially with this new song out. This one got a little different energy. So energy's way different. I'll just say that. Like, I don't know how to explain it properly without going on a rant.
Hey, that's what this is for. Give me some of your random ramblings. What's going on?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I feel like I just tapped back into the essence of what I was trying to do as a child when I first started this rap thing, this music thing. Yeah. Trying to be an artist, you know, and wanting to make songs and do certain things with them, and like, you know, and I just feel like this is kind of like a heaven sent thing, because, you know, this is a type of, you know, I've talked to you about how about my dad and shit, and like how we used to work and stuff, but this is the type of shit that he'd be telling me.
This right here.
You see how, like, he listening, excuse me, you'll be listening on the way to like a studio session or wherever we going, store or whatever, and like it'll be like Lil Boosie, and like it'll be like, what's that song? I'm on, wipe me down. I'm on, wipe me down.
Wipe me
And
down.
be like, you see how he said I'm on. That's melodic. You gotta enforce melody into your music. You gotta put that in there. You could sing, boy, like sing. I'm like, no, I can't sing. I can't sing. I really can't sing. I'm just like, I'm a good choir singer, but
Yeah, because
like
you get lost in the crowd.
yeah, like I wouldn't like, after a certain age, after my voice developed, I couldn't do solos no more. But yeah, so finally, really put the melody in there, and it was, you know, it's interesting how that happened. You know, with how but yeah, this song is, it's different energy. It's different.
Word.
It feel, you know how like Bless You was?
Yes.
But it's like better, way better than that. Like,
Okay.
the energy is insane. Like, the feedback that I'm getting from people,
So
it's pretty crazy.
In the title, where did that come about? When did it come to your mind to put it together?
The title, I have to go back for the title. Well, because the blue thing, you know, I've been on it for a minute. Got to go back to with the homie Deja and the homeboy David. Like when I was cooking with them on the movie Seeping Blue, and they asked me to do that, and they were doing a photo shoot with me. The lights was blue. We was listening to one of my songs. Like, oh, this blue, and that just became the. I don't even know. Like, it's not even a religious thing or anything. It's just like it's like, oh, that's blue, and then I just was obsessed with making everything sound blue. But the title in particular comes from back in the day, like before World War II. No. During World War II and before, blue was considered a feminine color. And they will market blue to little girls and pink to boys. And then after World War II, it switched. They decided pink is for women, and they did a campaign through a movie called Funny Face, and they had this song called Think Pink. I suggest to anybody who's listening, where's this? Watch that. Like, just type in Funny Face Think Pink. Amazing. Amazing. Just the color of it. And it's from the 1950s. Early 1950s too. And just how they captured color.
Okay.
Yeah, it comes from that sociology and advertisement. So I'm saying Girls Love Blue. It's advertised. That just comes from, because I learned all this back when I was still in school and shit, and I was taking a sociology and intro advertisement, and like sociology informs you about how things used to be and shit, and why we do things, and how shit is all made up.
Yeah.
And everything we
of course
do,
it is.
everything we do is because it was marketed to us a certain way. So. But yeah, that the title in particular, it was gonna be Boys Love Blue or Boys Look Blue, or, I was still trying to figure it out, but Girls Love Blue just sounded so much better especially after I was going back through what I learned and stuff like that. And the movie Moonlight had a big influence on that as well. We didn't sample, we interpolated, but the intro is in the moonlight. My friend Noriella from the UK, she says, in the moonlight, black girls turn blue. In the movie Moonlight, when I can't remember who was Black's mentor. What was his name?
Hey man, don't make me lie to you because I ain't never seen that movie.
Shit, watch that movie. It's awesome. But he tells Black, who is the main character when he's a little kid, about this story about how this woman in the village he was at was like, "You look blue, like in the moonlight, black boys turn blue, and you look blue, so I'm gonna call you blue." It's just up to me a lot. It's just all this interesting thing about like what blue is too, like about what it means. It's a calm, cool. It's also associated with sadness, but also associated with a conservative mindset, all kinds of stuff. So it's cool. I just like really, I was learning more as the song was being made.
All these layers.
Yeah, it's layers. It's onions, man. It's too many layers. It's too many layers. So many layers. But yeah, like a lot of the stuff I discovered after the song was finished too. Like so. But yeah.
But so did that have any influence on the product or whatever? Did you go back and revise some things because of this, or?
I'll tell you this. The music video itself was done before I had the hook. So like the homie who shot the video, aesthetics, killed it. He asked me what I was working on, and I sent him my album. Pretty much, it was an unfinished version, but and he's like, "I want to shoot this," and I was like, "Go ahead." And and then me and the homie 20K was trying to figure out the hook. He had the chocolate covered roses part at the end already. That's what sparked me to write. Like, I sent them the beat for it with nothing on it, and he sent that part back to me, and I was like, going for it. But we couldn't figure out the hook, and I had the hook after the finished edit was done, and I was like, okay, boom, and I got the hook and sent it back to him and put it on there. Like the girls roller skating was really like an inspiration, so it's like,
and that's like a thing now. Everybody on goddamn roller skates now.
Yeah, man. I don't know if it's just the timing of everything. I don't think our video is what did it, but like it's just the timing.
Hey, yeah, that's exactly what happened. Your video inspired. You gotta claim it, goddamn it.
I don't think so. I don't think that. Like, we didn't get that many views, but
hey, I mean, who's to say any different? Let's just play it like that.
Nah, but yeah, like yeah, the roller skate. I mean, the summer's coming too, so and everybody's practicing and stuff. And then in California, it's always summer technically.
Yeah, really.
Like, but we just it's freezing today, but that's why I'm.
Yeah, but, I see you. Old bundle up ass boy.
Yeah, but like it's always palm trees. Everybody's at Venice Beach. That's the beach where the video was shot. Always roller skating and stuff. So, that's just the vibe. Is that the right word?
That's what these young kids say nowadays. It's the vibe.
Yeah.
But shit. So, I mean, is this a single from a full album?
Yes, sir.
Word?
Yes, sir.
Tell me more. I'm always waiting, goddammit.
Yeah, I mean, so like as of today, the album is done.
Oh, cool.
Album is done. I'm just trying to like figure out, because I'm in an independent space. I hate you. I hate that shit. The independent like title, like, but like, so I gotta, I'm trying to see, okay, how soon or later should I drop after this? Should I do another single? So it's all like a guessing game of like, okay, how am I gonna get this the most attention? So
yeah,
that's what I'm dealing with right now, and yeah, so
I mean,
be patient with me.
You can go my route and just start blasting it on a Bluetooth speaker in Walmart somewhere.
It's a good idea. That's actually a good idea.
For you to even entertain that idea, come on, man, you better than that.
No, man, like, look, I gotta get this thing heard. Like,
hey, man,
so,
but forever, as long as I've known you to do music or whatever, it's just like, if I have a mouth and a platform to shoot that thing out there, I mean, you always got me, homie. I got your back. But I mean,
appreciate you, man.
So I'll be in Walmart with the Bluetooth speaker, so you don't have to suffer that embarrassment.
Like, hey, would you like to? No, I don't want to hear about Jehovah's Witnesses. Like,
yeah, I just holding the boom box over my head with a QR code on my shirt. Just
yeah, that's some good. That's like old school street team stuff right there.
Yeah, I mean that used to be the art form. People just running around handing out leaflets and everything.
Yeah.
What blew my mind, we talked about it a couple episodes ago. One of my guests was talking about how they used to sell CDs on the corner and shit. Or he ran into somebody recently in recent times, like post COVID and shit, selling CDs. He's like, why don't you have a QR code or a business card with a QR code on it or whatever? And the dude chased me down the strip talking about how this was meant to be, how I was put in his path, and he was meant to give me this little business card with his QR code on it for his music.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Yeah. So that it's weird.
Yeah, because nobody has a CD player in their car anymore.
I do. I just got one.
Oh, you got, man. Yeah, because like I'm collecting my CDs again. I don't care. But
yeah, I got vinyl records now. So, and what made me want to get a CD player? One, former guest, Will Washington. He worked on the AEW project. We Are, the Black Excellence album that they just put out not too long ago with all the different artists and whatnot.
Word. I didn't
know
know
about this. You did not know about it. You've been slacking on your wrestling stuff, haven't you?
Yes, I have. I suck at it now. Like, I watched WrestleMania.
All right, yeah. I mean, that's a given because like people, if they've been out of the game, they do jump back around there and everything.
Yeah, this the time of year.
Yeah, but AEW released the album called Who We Are, and it was it's volume 1, a celebration of excellence. And it's just all the Black artists on their roster. They have different rappers and everybody. They put together songs for those wrestlers on the show. So Jade Cargill got a special song on here. Red Velvet, Lee Moriarty, Nyla Rose, all Jay Lethal. They got all these different artists, some from Cali, together, and they made an album.
That's dope.
They
I gotta check that out. Yeah. I need to see what's up with, because all right, they just bought
Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor, I know. Because I told you about the Bullet Club thing, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I got from my BMI royalties or whatever. I'm still getting them. Like, it ain't shit,
Yeah,
but it's like, so I don't want that to end because it's kind of cool to see Fox Sports and ROH on a fucking thing.
Invoice and everything.
Yeah, like I gotta figure that shit out because I don't know where like how that happened or what's because there's supposed to be contact made. You know, like can we use? Like I would say yes, of course. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. It feels like a mistake.
Yeah. I mean, and that was the thing about it. I remember when you told me about it initially or whatever. So, I mean, you came and you was just like, I'm getting paid by Ring of Honor. I was like, what? What the fuck are you talking about? And it was just like, show me an invoice said that, you know, just the same shit that you said, that it was coming from Ring of Honor and it was paying you for Bullet Club, which you have a song called Bullet Club. And I was sitting there racking my brain. And I think they gave you even like a date when it was used or some shit like that.
Yeah, they gave the dates and everything.
So they gave you a date when they used your product. So I went back and I searched for that date, whatever episode was played on that day, and I watched that whole episode and I didn't hear that shit, but they did have a Bullet Club appearance on there and they did play a portion of a Bullet Club song, which was not yours, but I don't know.
So maybe it's, I mean, no,
Just
because the sound, I don't know how it works, but the sound isn't similar at all. Like,
yeah,
just,
I don't know.
Like, it would have to register to say, I don't know, man. It's crazy.
Because I don't even know how the shit works on YouTube and all these other places or whatever. Because literally, we just did Ask Miss B-Rob, the 6th annual edition. And she was telling me about a song. And I played like a snippet of it from my phone, like by my speaker like this. And I played like a little snippet of it. And when I uploaded the video, I got a copyright claim already.
Damn.
Like, within seconds. I was like, I don't understand this shit. It's like I played it through a speaker, through my microphone, and it wasn't even like full. It was just like, and I was talking the same time it was playing. So it was like,
damn, technologies get so it.
I don't know. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, that is fucking weird.
But what I will appreciate is like, whenever I do live streams or whatever, I have the Bless You instrumental playing in the beginning. So whenever I do post a video to YouTube, I think you gave me permission to use it. So every time it populates it with all your information.
Yeah. I white flagged you, so you good. You good. Yeah. I think I did it for like all my shit. Just let me, if you ever use anything else, just let me know so I can white flag it.
Word.
Too. But yeah, that's interesting. Like about AEW, they seem to be WWE too. I know with their Hit Row, I know they released them, but it seems like in homeboy that you know, Joshua.
Oh yeah, Josiah.
Yeah, I'm sorry for butchering your name, bro, but it seems like the overlap is starting to be more recognizable.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause we love fucking wrestling and we be loving hip hop, of course. You know,
yeah.
So.
And a thing that's real popular, which is a fusion of both of those things, is Wale Mania that happens every year around WrestleMania time. And I heard that was a hoot. That's a good thing. So maybe next year, when WrestleMania is in Los Angeles,
I'm trying to go for sure.
I am going, so I'm letting you know now that I will be in the area.
How much is Wale Mania like? Because I know it's like kind of like a club type of scene.
I have no clue. I know nothing about Wale Mania, but I know I will be there for WrestleMania weekend. So
yeah, I gotta go this year because like it's in LA.
It's in your fucking backyard. Why not?
The seat's gonna be crazy though. This is gonna be like, I know them tickets gonna be like a little healthy.
What I would recommend, if you've never been to a WrestleMania, yeah, sure, why not? Check one out. Check it off your bucket list. I highly recommend doing that. But if you had your fill, but you just want to have a fun wrestling related weekend, go to everything surrounding WrestleMania. They have GCW out there doing a collective show probably. Yeah. They have a whole bunch of indies surrounding it and everything. And that shit is fun. I can vouch for all that stuff. And that shit is tremendous.
I went, there's something going on in Compton too. Compton Mania.
Yeah, I think I seen something for that.
Yeah, like I wait. You probably the one who shared that with me.
I think so.
Yeah, because I followed them. They followed me back and stuff. So I'm gonna start checking out their shows too.
And then once again, like how we were saying, wrestling and hip hop or music in general are simpatico, man. Why ain't you trying to weasel your way up into some indie shows? Have them play your music. Give it one of these. You can sponsor your own personal independent wrestler. Hit that man up with some theme music or whatever. He become popular. He take you with him wherever he go. Just a recommendation. True. Just throwing it out there for some free game, baby.
That's true. That's true, because that's one of the goals. Have somebody walking down to the music.
I mean, I've been trying to do it for years, but I mean, I know you got a process, so.
Huh? What'd you say?
I said, I've been trying to do that for years, but I know you got a process and everything, so.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes don't come out and be like, be buffering.
Yeah. But shit, I'm really for real. I mean, I've been seeing, I think they got like a place out there called West Coast Pro or something like that that's been popping up on my radar or whatever as far as independent wrestlers go. I don't know what specific area of Cali they in, but they out there doing big things. They got some of our guys here from Texas going out there and doing shows now. That's how I kind of come to know about it. I'm telling you, dude, ease up in there. Get a hold of somebody, put the bug in their ear, and because wrestlers travel.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying. Because they'll take you with them.
Yeah. How much? Because there's this. Let me not say the story because I can't remember his name.
Very well. but back to the album because I want to know more. I want to know what prompted it or whatever. I know you're creative and everything, and I mean when it hits you, you know you got to put it out there into the atmosphere or whatever because you can't keep that shit bottled up inside. But to the array of songs that you have now, what made you decide to put these together and go forth with an album on?
Well, because I was working on the album before, because I had to stop for a minute for health reasons. Yeah. But before I stopped, I was working on something, and it was kind of finished. It was in the finished stages, and I put out the first single for it, which was "The City." But then I had to abruptly stop. Boom. So, it took after I came back home, it took about at least 6 months for me to even listen to one of my old songs that I recorded or something. Anything. And what happened was, I did a song before that, before the stop, for this artist named Il Camille. And, she hit me up. She's like, yo, come to the listening party. And I was like, oh, okay. I wasn't trying to go, I was still, but I went, and then they played the songs. All the songs sounded good. I'm like, she really picked one of my joints? Like, why am I on here? This shit sounds too fucking good. I don't, like, what the fuck I'm on here for? And like playing, I'm like, this shit is hard. Like, what the fuck? And then when it got to the song that I produced, they stopped everything and said, "Oh, Sir Jon Lee produced this one. Give it up for him." Blah blah blah. Then they play it, and I'm like, "Oh shit, this shit is hard. What the fuck?" I was like, I had like one of those reactions, and my homeboy JK was with me. I was like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, I told you, shit's tight, bro." Like, I'm like, damn, I don't remember this being that tight. And, and then I went back to work. Oh, and I started, my daily routine was, because what happened after that, I sold my car, got a bus pass, and I started working in a library. So my daily routine was wake up, get ready, throw on a Prince playlist, because that's what I was listening to. get me hyped and ready to go. Hop on the bus, go to work, do my hours, talk with my coworkers, finish work, get back on the bus, Prince playlist, go home, change clothes, go on a 2-hour walk, Prince playlist, come back home, shower, watch Snowfall, whatever is popping. So that was my day. So her calling me to the listening party was like, oh shit, no, you were good at this, bro. And this is the first time me telling this to anybody, because I forgot. I forgot. No, see, I really, literally, memory gone.
Damn.
Yeah, I forgot because of what happened, everything and stuff. So, I tell my coworkers about the experience, and they was like, "Oh, you should get back into it." I'm like, I don't know if I can. Go back home that day, and I listened to He Eats with Wolves, and I tweeted like, "Oh shit, this album is kind of good." I think he saw it. I was like, "Oh, I thought this shit was whack,"
Come on now.
And then from there, I'm looking at folders at beats. I'm looking at beats, and then I find the folder. And I think it was called Codename Project Mother and Child. It was like some top secret shit. Like I was hiding it from myself or something.
Yeah.
First thing I hear is Faux Prophets. And I'm like, holy sh-. I'm like, oh sh-. And I listen, and there's a few songs that's on the album that I'm listening to. I'm like, oh, this shit is kind of tight.
Yeah, and I think we talked about that at one point in time too, when that came out, because we was talking about how we liked the rollout of that or whatever. Like it was a classic single and everything. It was just like it had the track, had the acapella, had the remix joint, and then it had the instrumentals and all that junk, just like a classic freaking single release.
Yeah. Because I'm going back, because my mind's going back to when I was getting into music and stuff. And that's how shit was like when I would go to parties with my dad or my mom, industry parties, and they would have the artist that whoever the host of the party, whatever label was, who they just signed, they would have all their artists with their singles in the favor bag or whatever, and we get to just listen, and they have the instrumental and all this stuff on it. And I just thought that was cool, and I was like, why don't people do that? Like, what the hell? We got the space. Like, it's digital. What are you worried about?
Yeah.
But yeah, from there I'm listening, and around the same time my sound bag got stolen. Shout out to Danielle.
Oh, all right, yeah. I was like, your sound bag? What? They sold all your masters? And I was like, sound bag, actual physical sound bag.
Yeah, but my hard drives were in there. Like I had a lot on my computer, but I had the back stuff.
Yeah.
And on hard drives. And so all my sounds that I've accumulated over the years gone.
Shit. Mm.
And my friend Lady T, she hit me up. She's like, "Why don't you make some beats for ABCD famous artists and let's pitch it to them?" And I'm like, yes, let's do that. But then I'm like, shit, I don't have anything. So I download, what's that song that by Bob James, that Busta Rhymes sample, "Let Me In For Your Eyes Can See."
Oh, yeah.
I try to do a remake of that. No, shit's whack. I'm trying to, because the people who she mentioned were very, pop, they're mainstream. So I'm trying to catch that, and I'm usually the soul sample, jazzy, at that time. So I'm trying to catch something, and then I end up making this one instrumental, and I was like, that person could rap over this, but it's not that. It's not that. So a few weeks pass, and I make the beat for Footprints.
Yeah.
For Girls Love Blue.
Mm-hmm.
For a bunch of stuff. And I'm like, whoo, I got some, like, this is out of my, so then the pandemic happens and nobody wants to rap anymore. So that shit is over with. It's like, nobody's getting those beats. Nobody wants to go to the studio. And it was like, okay. So I'm just sitting with the beats, like, for months and stuff. And 20K hit me up. What you working on? I want to work. So I send him that beat package, and then he sends me back the chocolate covered roses part on the end, blah blah blah. So, and then from there I got Footprints. I'm like, my little sister's telling me, she's like, you cool, but you ain't got nothing for that the girls are like. You don't got nothing.
Oh, so what is this? The daggone the Locks versus
yeah.
Dipset.
Yeah, she's like, you just, like, you don't bops. Like, you don't dance to, you ain't got, like, and I was like, damn, I don't. So, keep in mind, Prince playlist every day.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm listening to nothing but Prince. I'm adding Neptunes to that now. I'm like, you know what? Let me go back to the early thousands. Let me, what was I listening to? I'm listening to everything that was on the radio from the early 2000s. And I'm like, oh shit, we don't do this no more. Like, as far as like, yeah, like, we have our mainstream pop, but it's all majority, besides Drake aside, it's kind of like back to gangsta shit. Like, it's back to like, everybody's, so with those influences, I get the second half of the album. And that's, which is inspired by joy, happiness, like dance, funk,
word,
Prince, Parliament Funkadelic. Like, it's just that good feeling. It feels good. The first half is a little dark, that was right before, everything happened.
Because you gotta go through the darkness to get to the light.
Yeah, so like, if that, I mean, with everything, it would have just been a dark ass album, before. But with all that and like that experience has happened, and just living a little more and not rushing, we get balance is restored in the universe. We get Girls Love Blue. We get Don't Look Up. We get SDA, Wu-Tang. These are names of the songs on the album. We get Footprints. We get East Side Girl, which is a counter song to Girls Love Blue, because I'm from a red zone. I'm from a very, very red zone. Like, I grew up in Keith Village, right across the street from Looters Park. And the girls where I'm from, it was like, I like the song, jokingly, but what's up with all that blue? So I got you, East Side Girl. We got, that's the happy side, and then on the darker side, we got Blue DeLorean, we got Faux Profit, we got The City, we got Homebody. So it's just a good balance. Like,
so it almost harkens back to those days that we was talking about when, we had physical CDs and, motherfucker put out a double album or some shit like that.
Yeah.
One particular style on this and one particular style on this disc or whatever. Almost like a Speaker Box and the Love Below.
Love Below, yes.
Good Side, Bad Side. Goddamn. Shit. That's the only ones that came to mind at the moment. But yeah, I mean, just the duality of the things. Yeah,
because that's life. That's real life. You're not sad all the time. You're not ready to fight somebody all the time. Sometimes you want to be like, you know what? I'm going to let you go. Like, I'm cool. You're not ready to, it's just the duality. And the theme still remains because I told you this before. The setup was Black Mirror. Like, I want to do something, what is it called? Anthology. I don't want it necessarily to, like, yes, all the songs live in the same universe, but they're not all tied into that narrative. The tone of it is the narrative. And the real cool thing about it is I have this Norella, the same person who did the intro on Girls Love Blue. She's tying the whole album together. And then you, my friend, in the album, you, yes.
I just worm my way in there randomly.
Yeah, because that voicemail you sent me, like, and honestly, bro, you sent that at a really, really pivotal time too. I'm gonna keep it honest. Like, that time was very, very pivotal. And guess what I was doing? I was like trying to figure out, like I told you in the story, I was trying to figure out how I'm gonna make these popular sounding beats because I don't got my sound back. And I woke up to that message. And the next day I started. So you're like pivotal. Like, you're very important to this album.
Well, like, even just like, I forget what I remember vaguely what I said, because I ain't gonna lie, I shouldn't have been driving. Because, I mean, Taco Bell is literally less than a mile away from my house, and I had to go. So it was just like, I felt like, I mean, and this is not particularly just for you, but in that moment, it was just for you, because it was like, this dude is talented. And, you know, I got, you know, nothing but the utmost respect for you and everything, and all the shit that you do. And it was just like, for me to waste this opportunity and this moment and everything, I might not remember this shit tomorrow. So I was like, I need to call this dude and tell this shit right now. And I want, you know, and it's weird how it worked out, because, like, if you would have answered the phone, you wouldn't have got the message.
Yeah, I would have got the message. Oh my God. And it's when people hear it, it's gonna be like, oh my God. Because, like, they gonna think that, like, it's coached and stuff. And actually, when I had Noriella to do the like, what is it called, the voiceovers for the album, I sent her what you had, because I was like, yo, I wanted to see, you know, I wanted to sound natural, because I was gonna go the whole voicemail route, but then I changed it. I was like, nah, let's just save that for the end. But like, I can't wait for you to hear it. It's really good. Like,
I can't wait to hear it.
It's like, bro, like I be feeling myself a little bit some days, like, you know, because I go up and down. Like, some days I'm like, I'm alright. Then some days like, yo, I'm dog, because I be listening to the album, so I be like, I be listening to it, so, like, but yeah, it's really good. The like sound is consistent, even though it's, you know, like, different type of, you know,
I get you.
Like,
what I find myself doing all the time particularly with your music or whatever, like, I've listened to it many times over, and then I can just be in a different setting for whatever reason. And I tell you one thing that, for many, many, many years, I mean, it was even the same thing with these Apple products or whatever. I was so anti-motherfucking Apple. I was like, I refused to get an Apple phone when the damn iPods was popular as shit. I had a goddamn Zune. I was rocking the Zune like it was the fucking...
Oh, yeah, I remember the Zune.
I love them shit. I had every iteration of the Zune ever to come out. Then they stopped supporting it and everything. And I was like, fuck it, let me get one of these iPhones. So the reason why I went to the iPhone is because I had every other product out there. I had an Android, I had a Nokia, I had whatever phone that was out there. And every time I get a phone, the goddamn thing caught a virus, some software malfunction.
Damn, I was like, caught a virus?
Yeah, just all kinds of shit. You know, I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll try Apple phone just this one time, you know. I've tried everything else. Why not try this one, right? You know, I always talk shit about it. I can't fully talk shit about it if I have never used one. So I got a 4S and I've never been back. But also, when the earpods came out, you know, I thought that was the silliest looking things ever, because, like, it was just a little long white joint hanging out your ear and joint. And I was just like,
how much are they, by the way?
I think it just depends because they got different variations of them now.
Okay.
But like the first ones like had the real long ear stem or whatever. So I don't want that white shit hanging out my ear. It looked like there's something about Mary or some shit, you know?
Yeah.
And then I was so against them. Then I got these, the studio headphones, and they had the little earbuds or whatever. And I really love, you know, how they fit in there and you can barely see them and shit. And then those played out on me. And then I found these little joints that I got right now in my ear, the Incredibles, the Nick Cannon joints or whatever.
Oh.
These are all right. And then I was just like, for whatever reason, I was on these little earbud kicks or whatever. So it was just like, I got this pair for free and I got the pair previous to this free as well. So I was like, you know what? I was in the Apple store. I was like, fuck it. Let me get a pair. Because I can't talk shit about them all the time and say they're garbage if I ain't never had a pair. And I tell you what, there was on sale. I got a pair on sale, and I put these joints in my ear for the first time. I got the Pros, so I got the little ear tips and shit on there. And I tell you what, noise canceling. First time I had a earbuds like that in my life, mind blowing, changed my life. I was like, literally, I put the shits in my ear, play music, and I cannot hear shit around me. I thought I was losing my hearing and shit. I already got tinnitus and shit. My shit be buzzing and going off by itself anyway. So I was like, fuck, am I going deaf? What the? So I got these joints and I just started listening to music over again. I was like, wow, this is fucking great. And then random select, however it came up, one of your joints came up. I think might have been the John Singleton joint, the Rock Right Now.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm listening, and you always be hiding some shit in the background. There's always like some little extra bells or some little sample, some little reverb or some shit like that. And I'm just like, fuck, if I was missing this on this, I need to go back to this joint. So I started listening to her, and that's when the joints, they play over each other and go in reverse. And then there was another joint that had like some kind of, I forgot what the fuck it was, but it was some shit I ain't never heard before. I was like, this motherfucker's legitimately hiding shit in here. Especially the number 11, like the Stranger Things sample joint or whatever. Yeah. Listening to that, and I was like, fuck, what is this dude doing to my ear holes right now?
Yeah, like, dude, because I spend more times on the sounds that you don't necessarily hear than the sounds you do hear. Because if you listen to Girls Love Blue, if you pay attention, there's there's like a voice chant that I took from a gospel record. One of my favorite. But nobody spotted it. Nobody could hear it. I don't know, like, and I felt like I put it pretty high this time. But I was like trying to make sure it was like fitting really good in there in the mix. But
the secret in the music.
Yeah, because that's my secret. I like voices. I like to have voices on my shit. Like, whether if it's the main instrument or my vocal, not my vocal, but like just chants or like a here and there, or, you know, like that's like my little signature, I guess. Like if I ever have like a thing, you know how like Pharrell has the 4 count? That's my thing. I need the voices. The voices in the mix.
So, I mean, you already got me hype. You gave me a little bit of insight to how the project came together and whatnot. What the date looking like, homeboy?
Man,
I mean, what are you feeling in your soul? Because I know you know if it's going to be a summer release, you know, late spring. I know you got a lot of variables going out there, but what you feeling in your soul?
I feel like it's. Ooh, I don't want to get your hopes up. Like, I feel like.
Well, first and foremost, I mean, do you feel? I know you said the project is done. I mean, you probably got some tweaks here and there and everything. You got to do track orders and all this other stuff.
Yeah, I haven't done that. I haven't done the track order.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like it's. I want to do fall. Like, I want to do October again.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just trying to, because I want to see how, because Girls Love Blue, the intention with that one was to like just go through the summer and then have it like, so like have, because how I set it up is that's the lead single, right? So I'm constantly posting about it, blah, blah, blah. Got content about it. There's more content for it coming. And like that lasts through the summer. And then by fall, then it's time to start rolling out for Stained Glass. I think this is my first time saying the name of the album. I don't know.
I kind of know where it comes from, but like it's not a new name to me.
Yeah. I think I told you. Yeah, but yeah, Stained Glass. Mm-hmm. So the plan is October, and I'm trying to figure out listening party, what, like, it's, I'm gonna be honest. I'll be honest with you in this moment. I'm really stalling because I really want like big support behind it, because I feel like this is a very good ass body of work, and I'm just afraid that I won't have the resources to properly put it out the right way. You know, I don't want it to be a fumble or like to just have it out and just sit in. I mean, of course I could keep working towards getting it more listeners and visibility after it's out. But it's just like I just be looking at you know, rollouts and people who have label support. I just be like, oh god, it'd be just so much easier if but I gotta still remain realistic. So
yeah,
you know,
well, shit. I mean, I do what I can on my end as always, man. It's just like, because I'm rooting for you, man. I mean, even my wife over here too, man. She always asking about you and everything, and she appreciate it. We was in her car because she got her iPod up in the daggone armrest playing random tracks or whatever. And your joint came up, and I was like, that's that dude.
Man, that's what's up, man. I appreciate that for real, because I be needing to hear that, you know, because when you do this type of stuff, the only thing we really have to gauge and whether you're doing okay or not is the numbers and the streams and the follows and who's co-signing you, is the industry accepting you, and like, you know, like I'm always kind of like, it's a roller coaster for me. So for like, what I appreciate the most is because you could fake the industry cosigns, you could fake the streams, but you can't fake real people messing with your music legitimate. Yeah. That's, for me, is the ultimate thing. So like when people like, real people like that hit me up like, yo, or like when I talk to you and I'm like, oh man, it just, that's the validation that I've been needing.
So my question to you, and I never really thought about this before till just now. So the whole, damn near 6-7 years that I've known you now, dude. It's fucking crazy, right?
That's still, what the fuck?
I know, that's crazy. I mean, it might be a little bit less than that, because I think...
What, 2015 or 16?
Yeah, that's when the show started, was 2016. So it wasn't too long after that. So, so it's been a minute. So from the time, initially it was over professional wrestling. Yeah. And then I figure out, just the talents between you and Todd. It's just like, him with the film stuff and you with the music stuff. And it was just like, all right, these are the dudes that, I'm rooting for, because I mean, they truly show passion for the stuff. But like with Todd's stuff, he's always interacting with the people, he's working with the people to make these things and whatnot. You kind of been an island, my man. I mean, I know you produce for some people and everything, but like you do a lot of shit on your own. And what my question to you is, have you ever thought about taking your act out to the people? like doing shows, doing concerts and stuff? Because I never, ever, ever heard you talk about any of that stuff.
Yeah, because I don't, I don't be telling people when I have shows. But I haven't had a show in a minute though. But yeah. I mean, I'm gonna.
Because I mean,
I don't.
digital has its reach across the world, no doubt about it. But there's nothing like having that live interaction with.
Oh
people.
no, yeah.
And I know it's kind of scarce right now, but I mean, we kind of passed that a little bit now because, like, I mean,
yeah,
the diapers are coming off.
Right, the diapers are coming off. Yeah, because I definitely want to perform these songs, like, because it's interesting you say that, because like my last show was like 2018, because I used to perform a lot, but it just slowed down. Like, and I don't want to turn this into a complaining thing, but
Okay, man, get it off your chest.
Yeah, how do I say this without being like, wait. There's a lot of, I'm gonna just have to do my own shows, like where I just, like, hey, I'm doing a show here, like type of things. I can't really rely on too much. In LA, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I go to somebody else's city, I get a lot more love outside of the city. So, like, other people outside of the city would, like, I know for sure. But, yeah, my last good event, I'd say, was, like, the He Eats with Wolves. Like, I didn't perform there, but the listening party, you had a lot of people out there. Like, that was my favorite event. Like, cause we used to do events all the time. We used to do like the pop-ups for the Court of Wolves clothing.
Yeah. And
do that. Rap shows, go to YouTube Space perform, blah, blah, blah. I used to be on it consistently. Where it stopped was cause like a little before I had that health thing, like it was slowing down, and then it was about to pick it back up, and then boom. So like I don't know. No, it wasn't COVID. It was me.
The health thing. Yeah.
And then I kind of like was like out of sight, out of mind for like 6 to 8 months, and so I don't know if that has anything to do with why like I get rejected to do stuff, but.
You got to get back around to it. That's all it is.
Yeah, but I definitely want to perform because I have a whole little show that I developed that's like with the album and actually incorporates everything that I produced to and those artists and storytelling as well. So like I've come up with something just watching a lot of one-man shows, watching Kanye's Last Things, Bray Wyatt stuff. So like I have things that I want to do, but I for sure want to get back out there. I haven't pulled up to nobody's studio in a minute either. Like there's a lot of things with that too. But I won't
dude. I'm not gonna say if, I'm gonna say when, because I have never, in now my 40 years of life, have ever been to a concert, ever. So if you do a show, a concert, I will make sure I'll be there.
Heck yeah, I need you there. I need you there. That would be dope. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that now that you mentioned that, because that's what nobody ever asked me about. That nobody asked me about like live stuff, like shows and stuff, because I really like that's the main thing I want to do, you know. Like, perform and stuff. So nobody ever asked me about it. That's the first time somebody's ever asked me.
Well, there you go. Because
Yeah.
I want to see it happen. God damn it.
Yeah. Cause man, yeah. Cause you got it. I'll tell you some of the ideas I have though.
Word. Okay. I mean, you ain't got to tell me here because I know how you like to play things to your chest. It's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just anytime we get the yicka yakking and everything, and I see the excitement in your face and in your voice and everything about your projects and everything. It's just like it get me hype and shit because I know the quality and the caliber that you're able to achieve and produce and put out there. It's just like I want to put it in my ear holes like soon.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Like, oh yeah, I forgot. You don't want to hear it until it's out, though. I was gonna say, like, I see the.
Nah, I'll wait. I mean, I could be selfish like that because I mean, it's pulling at me, but I'll wait. I'll be like everybody else.
Yeah, because I be listening to like damn near every day, like, ooh, trying to figure out the order, of course, because that's the problem I'm having. I can't figure out the order. Like, I'll come up with a good sequence and then it'll be off, and then I move something and then it like just throw the whole shit off.
Mm.
Like, I need to like hit up one of my DJ friends or something. Like, hey,
Okay.
can you just help me figure this shit out?
Yeah, blend these joints. You don't have any good interludes to tie anything together?
Oh yeah. It's oh, and that's another thing. Like, because I'm trying to steer away from bulking up the number too. So a lot of the interludes are kind of on. I'm trying
okay, I get you.
You know, because I want to keep it a certain. I'm aiming at a certain number of tracks, so I don't want it to go over that.
Yeah,
or
plus,
under.
I mean,
want to keep it.
Yeah, and plus, if you got extra or whatever that you could tack on that later, you know, you can make that deluxe edition.
Yeah, and I was thinking about the deluxe like a lot too, like because there's a couple of songs where there's like different versions of it where the beats change and there's a couple of verses. They're all good though. It's just this the final version fits better. And then also I want to have the instrumental version. So like I want to have a deluxe where it's the extra songs and then all the instrumentals.
Word. Yeah, because I mean that's also a lost art too, man. It's just like we missing all that stuff because that was a lot of inspiration for a lot of other artists and everything. It's and especially like when you had a lot of rappers or whatever or any other artists that would make songs and they would leave a lot of headroom at the end for you to kind of like improv your own verse in there and shit or loop a track on the end so you can have your own beat and shit.
Yeah, because I remember In My Mind by Pharrell, he had all the instrumentals on the deluxe version, and I used to just write rap stuff to all of those joints. Like I had freestyles over like, can I have it like that? To Number One, to what are the other? There's a few other songs, but I used to have like.
You need to re-release that other joint, the instrumental album that you took down. Respiratory Care.
Respiratory Care, yeah. All right, so those are the mastered wave files.
Shit.
Those were the files that I kind of maybe lost forever. But I feel like I have them somewhere else too, but I just gotta track it down.
Well, you know what that means then, right? Respiratory Care 2.
Yeah. That was in the plans. That was a plan at one point too.
Whatever comes after respiratory care or whatever. I mean, you don't want more respiratory care. You want recovery or some shit, right?
Breathing or something. That was a good project too. Mm-hmm. I just wanted to take it because the plan was to take it down and put it back up under an alias, and I could never figure out the alias. And once I figured out the alias, it was just too late. The Fabianus Wolf alias.
Lee John Sir.
Yeah. Oh wait, I kind of do have a respiratory care too. I technically out under the Fabian Wolf banner. What was that joint called? The Good Place.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of that could be a respiratory care too. No. No, I gotta get a respiratory.
Word.
It'll be interesting to do that now with the like new style that I'm messing with.
Because it's definitely different from, iterations past.
Yeah. Yeah, like, and what I'm happy the most about is like people are receptive and actually excited that I'm doing something new, like, because usually it comes
or
with,
something, period.
yeah, because usually it comes with, why the hell you change your style? Well, somebody on YouTube, when you made wrestling themes, it's like I never made. I only had one song called Bullet Club, and everything else was okay. But outside of that, yeah, like, and a few like sub tweets that might not be about me, but since they heard the song and they know who I am, and they tweeted specifically, I hate rappers singing. I hate the autotune shit, here's the thing about autotune. Let me tell you about that, since we're on that. Autotune is not a fucking crutch. You have to be able to hit the note that you're attempting for it to work correctly. Otherwise, you've heard when it sounds
I've heard bad auto-tune.
So, like, majority of the songs that you hear has Melodyne. That's what they think auto-tune is. And a lot of songs have auto-tune on it too, even if you can't recognize it. But yeah, but back to the tweeters, is just a lot of, I'm just saying, like, and I'm like, are they talking about me, or it's like, I don't know, but I do get a lot of weird energy. I feel a lot of weird energy from Twitter, so I try not to kill it.
Well, much. Twitter is just a weird place anyway, so
yeah. I mean, like, I don't know if this guy's talking to me.
Yeah, the only one of the real people you need to be worried about on Twitter is on Tuesdays, and it's at Miss B Nasty.
Let me go to this Twitter right now.
Uh-oh.
What is that? What is that about? Wait, what is it about?
You're about to find out.
Okay, let me go.
MISSB Nasty. I'll give you a moment of silence to get your thoughts together once it comes.
Okay, Miss B Nasty. Is it Miss B at Miss B Nasty 256?
Yeah. No, it's just at Miss B Nasty. Nothing on the end.
No page. MISSB Nasty. Okay, she has multiple pages.
Yeah, I mean, you can find one and it'll get you to probably a backup account, then it'll link you to the original, which is all the same shit anyway. But
okay. All right.
On Tuesdays.
No, I'm looking now. Okay.
On Tuesdays is where it go down.
Girls love blue.
Yeah, she loves all the blue, all that. Get a little bit of blue on the face. But shit. So you got the stuff. You got the mind frame. We might get some live performances that I might be in attendance for.
No,
And
we
whatnot.
will get some money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let me get off that page right now.
I was giving you a second. I was trying to.
Yeah, she for everybody. She got something for everybody.
Yeah,
That's what's up. That's a businesswoman.
it is. It is a business model.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
But it's always good to have you here. You're always welcome. You are the reigning, defending, undisputed guest of Random Ramblings with Rob. Yep, we got to put our ones up. We acknowledge he that is Sir Jon Lee. And before you go, my man, let everybody know where they can find you. And you already let us know what you got going on, but you can give us more if you want to, where they can find you online, my man.
Yeah, so you could find me at Sir Jon Lee. That's SirJonlee.com. Sir Jon Lee. You see it right there. That's the spelling with the red like kind of looks like the I can't think right now, but you know what I'm talking about. The t-shirt, the skater t-shirt with the red and then the white writing. What are they called?
I don't know. Those things.
I lost the sponsorship right there. It's like, oh, you don't know who we are? No. Nah, but you could go in there, and the links to all my social media is there. You could also Google Sir Jon Lee, same spelling. You'll find everything. So go on the YouTube, run the numbers up on that music video. Like, you got time, just go watch it if you feel like it. If you don't like it, just watch it that one time. Leave a dislike. I don't care. You know,
don't do that. No dislikes.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, don't dislike it. Just leave a comment. Leave a comment. Yeah, that helps the algorithm.
So what you can do if you want to be extra nice, you can just make a playlist with the same shit over and over again, and you just leave it on loop and just let it play throughout the day while you're at work, and just keep the numbers forever going.
No, well, you can do that, but it helps more if you put it in a playlist with a bunch of music you listen to that you already like, or somebody you think I sound like. That helps me too. Do that too, like
all that stuff.
Yeah, do all of that, and then
all these suggestions.
Yeah, whatever if you have Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, Amazon. What is Amazon streaming now?
Amazon Music,
Pandora, Deezer, Napster. If you have Napster, please stream my shit for like 3 hours. Like, don't stop listening to it because the payouts are really good. And if you really want to support, buy some merch. courtofwolves.com. Buy the merch, please. That really helps. Like, because the streaming is cool, but you know the payouts aren't too great unless it's Napster. But merch. That's how we all artists. That's how we eat merch and shows. So buy some merch. Court of Wolves. www.courtofwolves.com. It's also linked on my website, sirjonlee.com. You could just click merch and
all this stuff will be in the show description. In case we putting too much information out there for you, it'll be in the show description for you to permalink click or just copy paste or however we can get that out there.
For sure.
But as always, and you've heard this many a times before, you've been a guest of the Random Rounds with Rob, and the door is always open for you to come back to promote your next big thing or just to shoot the shit.
Yeah, we got to talk wrestling next time more because I have some questions.
Oh, I got you. I can answer all these questions.
For sure.